Auditor General Daniel Yao Domelovo has called for a review of the Internal Audit Act to make auditors staff of the Central Internal Audit Unit. Speaking at the 2018 Annual Internal Audit and Governance Conference in Accra, he argued the move would avert intimidation and threats of arbitrary transfers.
Yao Domelovo noted that for an internal auditor to be functional, practitioners ought to be independent in the discharge of their duties, devoid of intimidation and threat of transfer by management, calling for a relook at the Internal Audit Act.
A bad management will say, my friend, go and change this. You can't put this on record. If you don't do this, you are moving you from Accra to wherever you don't want to go. And human beings as they are, they may decide to look at their personal interests and say, okay, sir, I will change it. That's why I'm calling for the review of the Internal Audit Act to make all the staff of the internal auditors in the public sector staff of that agency, so that that independence can be established.
He urged internal auditors who are being intimidated to remain professional and to be bold in the discharge of their duties.
So be professional in the discharge of your work. If you write a report you are asked to edit, especially those of you in the public sector, agree to the editing so that you are not transferred. But send me a copy of the original one. Give me a blank copy. Just give me a blank copy of the original one, and we will not refer to you at all. These days, the ministries will tell you we are doing a lot of special audit. They don't know where it's coming from. When we get that information, we set up a team, we go and do a special audit. And we zoom into the area to find out whether it is true. If it is true, we take it up. Fortunately, we cannot be transferred.
A member of the Public Accounts Committee and MP for Gomua West, Alexander Aban, was outraged at some infractions cited in the Auditor General's report, casting doubt on the efficiency of some internal auditors in public institutions.
Does the internal auditor have the power to disallow a transaction and even cause a surcharge on the procurement officer or other relevant person for such suspicious transactions? I think that the attitude of leadership in the various public institutions is what will determine the future growth or deterioration or decline in the fortunes of that institution.
Acting Director General of the Internal Audit Agency, Ransford J., stressed the need for the acquisition of knowledge, skills and other competences, and called on internal auditors to arm themselves with professional certification and qualification.
Another important thing is non-implementation of internal auditors' recommendation. This is also a major concern to the agency. With all the research, with all the commitment, the effort, the energy spent on this, if the internal auditor comes out with recommendations and are not implemented, it becomes a demotivating to the internal auditor. And you can imagine, the next time she will not be able to bring to you your attention key issues.
The conference was organized by the Institute of Internal Auditors Ghana, IAA, and was under the theme, Impact of Leadership on Institutional Governance.